You want to sit down next to me?
Yeah.
And try to read with me?
Uh-huh.
I pray the Most High. We have no disturbances, Father. Take over and let your will be done. Shut that door for me, Zion. And put that bench thing near the bathroom door, son. Thank you.
Where's the bench?
I mean that little stool thing. Shalom, everyone. Today we're going to be looking at a new perspective of the hearts between the heart of Jacob compared to the heart of Esau. And we just had a family lesson. We just actually, Abba just shared this with us, so I thought I'd come on and share with you all. It was a quite interesting scope of view from the father's perspective on, and it's going to make all the sense, family. You won't ever think of Jacob as a trickster again. And then it would show you, it's just going to show us so much so about our own hearts and the matter and why we're different from such profane people. And it's honestly a blessing to not be cut like that. Because a diamond could shine a little different according to its cut. You have different diamond shapes. But let's proceed. Before I do, I'm going to definitely pray. Must always pray because the enemy tries to creep in. And did we pray when we used to the family lesson? I don't think we did. No. That's probably why the enemy jumped in. Yeah. So we're going to proceed and make sure that we always pray and acknowledge the Most High and that the Father is glorified. We just opened up the book and went in because I was still eating my tuna fish and crackers. That's what happened. So, Ahaya, we come before you. We thank you for this word and this revelation. And we just pray for the hearts of all those who are hearing this under the sound of my voice and those who have heard this. And that because things may affect us or bother us, it's simply because you want us to get these things right. Instead of allow these ugly things to take root and continue to produce untasteable fruit. So in the mighty name of Yeshua, I give you all glory and honor. Thanking you that you are going to get the glory out of this lesson and bring a understanding and revelation to my brothers and sisters as well as you brought to me. Thanking you in advance. And let your will be done right now. In the mighty name of Yeshua, I pray. So be it. Hallelujah. We'll be in Genesis 27. All right. Have little Zion with me right now. It's my Zion rocking out with me. My first son, second born. Okay. Beloved, blessed child of my womb. All right. Genesis chapter 27. Okay. You want to read that first line, Zion?
Okay. And it came to pass that Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he couldn't not see him.
Okay. Thank you, Zion.
Voice cut off.
And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son and said unto him, My son. He said unto him, Behold, here I am. Now, before we get that story, I want to read something really quick. I'm going to use my other scriptures. I don't have to go back and forth. 25. Which would be, I believe, in Genesis 25. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's start at the birth of Jacob and Esau, which would be Genesis 25, verse 19.
And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham became Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old.
Okay. Thank you, Zion. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Assyrian of Aram, the sister to Laban, the Assyrian. And Isaac entreated the Most High for his wife, because she was barren, and the Most High was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? If the promise of this birth was given to you from my husband. What's going on? Hashatan's mad, son. Hashatan's mad. We just laugh at the devil. So, because it's about to be some fire coming out from this. I don't think nobody ever brought it out the way the Most High's getting ready to bring it out now. So stay tuned. Sorry about the interruptions because the powers that be are messing with the stuff. But we speak and command the Most High's angels of warring to override those who try to stop this message and hinder every hand that reported ever before and thinks about reporting these videos again. Or the Most High will report you to the authorities. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I going through this? And she went to inquire of the Most High. She went to go pray. And the Most High said unto her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from your bowels. Separated. 2 nations. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Boom. This is from the Father. This is before any soup. This is before any tricks or any claims of tricks or any false accusations or any of that. Okay. Into her room.
A thing was stuck.
Unable to connect. We rebuke them forces in the name of Yeshua. They're just bored, but I will be magnified. Plus, Father, we ask that you even calm the winds outside. Okay.
Oh, blow the court.
Yeah, it did blow the court over. But I will be magnified in the midst of it all. Hallelujah. And okay. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Now, we're going to go into the act of the birthright, or a vow made between the brothers. Neither are the parents here, neither one of them. Okay. We bind and rebuke the spirit of deceit. That's so sad. That's so strange. Father, help us in this world. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Housekeeper, a domesticated person compared to a wild, loose street runner in a field. You see, like I'm telling y'all in prior videos before, Esau loved to go up the mountains. He liked jumping out of helicopters. He liked to go over in people's lands, and he just always want to be doing something out here in the woods, out here in the wild. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. because she knew the promise that was coming to him. It wasn't about she preferred this child more. You got to understand, Isaac was a simple man. His brother Ishmael was wild. So him being the baby brother, sometimes the baby brothers look up to the bigger brother. Oh, I want to be like my big brother. Because Isaac was not like Ishmael. When he had a son, which was Edom, Esau, who was like that, he admired that. Jacob was just simple and plain like his father Isaac and his forefather Abraham in ways of mannerisms. Two manner of people shall be in your womb. They're different. Don't matter what they look like, they're different. And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field and was faint. You know what happens when your hunger begins to set in? Sometimes people say, I'm angry or I'm hangry. People that let that hanger, like I do it sometimes, Jim Don does it sometimes, Daddy, Grandma. People, we're not perfect beings yet. So sometimes we can let our flesh get the best of us. But here, Esau really let the flesh get the best of him. Let's read on.
And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee,
With that same red pottage.
With that same red pottage.
Okay. So, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, raw food, raw meat. Pottage, in other words, is soup. So the meat's in there and it ain't even cooked yet. And he want to eat it because he's so hungry. I don't even care. Just give it to me. Right. For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. What did Jacob say? Sell me this day your birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall the birthright do to me? In other words, I don't care about that birthright. I ain't pressed. Just give me that food, I told you. Here it goes, Esau's nature. Now, first, I want you to look at Esau's nature. He's demanding. He didn't say, bro, I know it's not lawful for us to eat this kind of food, and I'm very hungry. Is there anything you have that can hold me over till that soup is done? Or he's demanding. Feed me, I pray you, that same raw food. I don't care. And then his brother was like, well, give me your birthright. I don't care about no birthright. What's it going to do for me? Look at his heart right there. It's first examination of Esau's heart. As his name's been changed to wasted away. Because since as a man's heart is, and a man thinketh, so is he. If you think you're going to die, then so shall it be unto you. If you have no faith, Esau, then I'm going to let you be called Edom. And Jacob said, swear to me this day, making a vow, or oath. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. So he made a vow with his brother. His dad was not there, and his mom was not there. It don't mention nobody's Isaac right here. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and red pottage of lentils. Bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat and drink. So he gave him the lentils out of the soup, like the beans out of the soup. He's like, I'm not giving you this raw meat. Like, I'm not going to do that. Jacob knew better than that. There's meat in the stew, but it ain't done yet. So here, take these lentils real quick and some bread. That'll hold you up, you big dummy. And he did eat and drank and rose up and went his way. And Esau despised his birthright. And Esau despised his birthright. In other words, in his heart, he didn't really give a John Brown. So, boom. Two manner of people. One that cared about the blessings of the Most High, to obey them with his life and cover and guard them with his life. One didn't give a John Brown, just like Abel and Cain. Now let's get over here to Genesis 27. I want y'all to see his heart up in here. Mind you, they had already made this vow. Okay. Since people want to call Jacob the trickster, we're going to show you who the real trickster is. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau, his eldest son, and said unto him, my son, he said unto him, behold, here I am. Mind you, why did he call? This is on the question for Isaac. Why didn't he call for both of his sons? You're getting ready to die and you're giving a blessing. Why didn't you not summons for both of your sons? Well, for one, he had partiality. He favored Esau more. If he only simply had one blessing. But the patriarchs always blessed their sons. Even Ishmael got a blessing. Verse 2. And he said, behold, now I am old. I know not the day of my death. Now, therefore, take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field and take me some venison, and make me some savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. He only looking to bless Esau. He wasn't trying to bless his sons. You need to see Isaac right here. No one ever called Isaac a trickster, but it looked like some trickery up in here. We're just keeping it up. It is what it is. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau, his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison and to bring it. His son is in the context of his favored. He treated him like as if he didn't have another one. He concerned more about Esau, and the mother took more to Jacob. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob, her son, saying, behold, come here, peep game. I heard your father speaking to Esau, your brother, a few minutes ago, and he said, bring me some venison and make me some savory meat that I may eat it and bless you before my death. What, Mom? Yeah, didn't even ask for you. Watch this. Now, therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command you. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good goats, 2 kids of goats, baby goats, tender, okay? He likes the meat tender. And I will make them savory meat for your father, such as he loveth. I know what he like. Come on. Let me show you how to do this real quick. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, and that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Yaakov said to Rebekah, here comes the heart of Jacob. Behold, Esau is my brother's hairy man. I am smooth man. In other words, how am I going to trick daddy? Like, that's not, I can't do that. My father peradventure will feel me, and I will shall seem to him to be a deceiver. See, he didn't want to be a deceiver. This is Jacob's heart. So a person who's not a trickster, a cunning trickster, like a cunning hunter, he wouldn't have said this. He wouldn't have been like, Father, oh, Mom, hold on. That's not right. In other words, he was saying, Mom, that's not right. I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me and not a blessing. The father's going to see me doing something wrong, and I'm going to get she didn't tell him, hey, son, the angel or the Most High the father already told me that he going to serve you. I don't got time for that. Son, just do what I said. And his mother said to him, upon me be thy curse. Let me deal with it. Okay. Okay. Your curse will come upon me. All right. My son, only obey my voice and go fetch me. In other words, we don't have time for this. Come on. Your brother is going to be done. Came up in here and brought the daggone meat. You hear me? Got to be quick now. And he went and fetched and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly remnant of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in her house, and put them upon Jacob on her younger son. And she put the skins on the kids of the goats upon his hands and upon the smooth of his neck. And she gave the savory meat and the bread which she had prepared unto the hand of her son Jacob. And he came unto his father and said, my father. He said, here I am. Who art thou, my son? You can imagine he's timid, like, oh, goodness. Because when you're doing something dishonest, you know it don't feel right. If you Jacob, unless you Esau, they do wicked stuff with no questions. It's not till they get caught. It's when they got to. Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou badest me. Arise, I pray thee. Sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me. Listen how Jacob is talking to his father. I am Esau, thy firstborn. I have done according as thou hast bade me to do. Arise, I pray you, sit and eat of my venison, that your soul may bless me. Pay attention to that. Remember that. And Isaac said unto his son, how is it thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because Ahijah Ishohim brought it to me, giving glory to the Father. He's humble in his demeanor because he's afraid. If he said to his mom, I'm going to bring a curse on me, that's already showing you Jacob's real heart. Jacob did not want to be trickery. Jacob did not want to do beguile his father in dishonesty. That was not Jacob's heart. But see, Esau and him had already made a vow to give of the birthright when they were younger over food. Esau knew that. So who the real trickery one here? Why is Esau going out here against his own vows with his brother for food, a slave to the belly, and trying to beguile and steal the blessing back against his own vow? Like the Father above is not judging everything. And he said, because Ahijah, husbandman, brought it to me. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. When he said the voice is Jacob's voice, that means he sensed the gentle, comely man of the tent dweller. That's what it's saying. He recognized that gentle tone and that comely man of his son. He know his baby. He know his boys. Think about it. A wild, cunning hunter, he even talks proud. He even acts boastful in his speech. And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau's hands. So he blessed him. And he said, art thou my very son Esau? He's still kind of like, but you sound like Jacob. Like he really had a problem giving this blessing to Jacob. And he said, I am. And he said, bring it near to me, that I will eat of my son's venison, that my soul may bless thee. And he brought it near to him. He did eat. And he brought him new wine, and he drank. And his father Isaac said unto him, come near now and kiss me, my son. And he came near and kissed him. And he smelled the smell of his raiment and blessed him and said, see, the smell of my son is the smell of the field, which I have blessed. Therefore Ishohim give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be ruler over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee. Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be everyone that blesseth thee. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, Jacob was as yet scarce out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from hunting. So even when he left, he was like feeling like, dang, how can I enjoy this blessing when I know that I didn't get this properly? This is hence why he was down there wrestling with the Most High. Okay. He knew. It's like, see, the children of Israel, children of Jacob, we don't feel right when we do things that's not right. We don't feel right when we do things that's not of our Father. We don't feel right. Esau, he don't give a John Brown. And those that are like Esau don't give a John Brown. And he also had made savory meat and brought it unto his father and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of my son's venison. Let my father arise. In other words, get up. It's time to get this blessing. Yes, because I know I done sat down and gave it to my brother, told him I was going to give him the birthright, but he don't know. And he said, let my father arise and eat my son and eat his son's venison, that my soul may be blessed. Come on and eat so I can get this blessing. Not know that you may bless me. There's no humility here. There's no fear. There's no acknowledgement of the Father. Yes, Abba has blessed me with this venison because the field belongs to him. Here, Father, Esau's coming in the building with a whole haughty spirit. And Isaac, his father, said unto him, who art thou? In other words, You sound a little like there's some trickery in your voice. See, he didn't notice the trickery from Jacob because he sounded like he was coming to trick him. He noticed Jacob's voice. You sound like my son. But Esau, who he knew and loved so much, why would you even ask him of his voice, who are you? Surely he had that field smell on him. He's the originator of the smell. Surely you know his voice. But something's up here, family. That trickery spirit has come onto him so heavy, he's becoming like proud. Isaac, his father, said to him, who art thou? He said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly. Ugh. And said, who? Where is he that have taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten all before you. Camest and have blessed him. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. Yeah, and he shall be blessed. And Esau heard the words of his father. He cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry. Bitter cry. Yes, your vow came back upon you, remember? You remember? You sold your birthright? Did you forget Esau? That bitter cry. Father sat there and reminded him of when he tried to escape. And said unto his father, bless me. Even so, bless, oh my father. Now he's demanding. A big brat. Bless me. Bless me anyway. I don't care if he took it. Bless me. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. There you have it. You saw he didn't take away nothing. You gave up the birthright. Now you ain't got a blessing. Thank you, Father, for this moment. Thank you, Father. Okay. So, how is it that he was called a trickster? Because when he was born, he had his foot on his hand, on his foot, like as if, daggone, like what? Like they probably thought when he was a baby that he must have had something with him, like he was the bad baby because he got his hand on the heel of Esau. He coming out, he holding on, and they're like, oh my goodness, he must have been the violent one. Because the Most High had already said that the elder shall serve the younger. It was the Edomite in the stomach causing all the problems. Hence, he didn't give a John Brown about the birthright. Now he's trying to demand a blessing, knowing that you already gave up your birthright. And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? It was some sarcasm in that tone to his father. And his father's near to die. He's weak. This man ain't got time for this kind of spirit, this attitude. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy ruler, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? I can't do nothing about that, son. I'm not going against my word. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing? My father, sarcasm. Still in that same demanding tone. Bless me, even also, oh my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Bless me, bless me. And Esau said unto his father, okay, right there. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword, thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt thou serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. When it says, by thy sword you shall serve your brother, whenever Jacob is wicked, you're going to serve him to death. But you gonna have to eat death too. They that live by the sword shall die by the sword. And another sword, and thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. I'm going to let my dad rest. And then I don't care about no serving him. I'm going to kill him. Then if he did, the blessing automatically belongs to me. Just like in the Lion King movie, when Scar was trying to get, he made sure he got Mufasa off the scene. Then he had to come for little old Simba. Next thing you know, he thought he was going to be the ruling one. When he ran Simba off the Pride Lands. And then he was running the show until little Simba became an adult male lion and came back to his rightful place. Till he came to mind of the blessing and the curse. And said, I'm going back to take what's mine. The blessing. My pride. My father's kingdom. Because his father said, you have forgotten me. No, Father, how could I forget you? Forgot you. You have forgotten who you are, and so you have forgotten me. Don't you understand? You are supposed to fill in my shoes. You're supposed to sit in my seat. And because you ran away from your responsibility, some wicked Edomite done took forth the blessing. Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. I read that one. And he said in his heart, I'm going to slay my brother when my father died. This is what these crackers been doing to us since the day. Yes, I said crackers because I speak of Esau in a very distasteful way because they are distasteful, profane people. I have no love for Edomites. None. None. And these words of Esau, her eldest son, were told Rebekah. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said to him, behold, thy brother Esau is touching thee, doeth comfort himself, purposing to kill you. I'm going to read it again. And these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah from the Most High. Better believe it. And she sent and called Jacob, her younger son, and said unto him, behold, your brother Esau is touching thee, doeth comfort himself, purposing to kill him. That's what he used comforting. Instead of him going to the Father, instead of him going to the Word, he said, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to kill him. Just like Cain said about Abel. Okay. Father wants to bless you. He wants to approve you. Okay. I'm going to kill him. Those that out here want to kill the anointed, those wicked ones who are hating on those the Most High has got their hands on, those jealous ones out here, Most High's going to kill you. He going to kill you. He going to kill you. Until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him, then will I send and fetch thee from thence. Where's Robert at? He left? I assume he's offended in the word. Why should I be derived also of you, both in one day? It's either good one day, bad the next. Like, what is it? Excuse me, family. It's always some nonsense. Never cease to amaze me. Yes, I'm here. Mommy's here. Stand up. Stand up. Yes, that's where he's comforted. Well, I don't really care. I'm like a in the mom's corrections at this point. And those that love our Father from their heart, not with their mouth. Bring me some water on my drink in that blue cup with a straw, please. I'm back. So we are examining the heart of Esau compared to the heart of Jacob. You see, this is why we don't get too pressed with people in their outward actions. Because their heart is going to continue to show itself. Jacob has been a person, you can even remember the story when he sent gifts to Esau. He tried to make shalom. Thank you, Zion.
You're welcome.
You know? Sometimes things like that is just not good enough for the people who have wickedness in their heart. You can reach out, you can send an arm, you could forgive them even when you wasn't wrong. You could do all that kind of stuff. Only the righteous will respond. And this is why Abba wants us to see the heart of Esau in here and see why his repentance was rejected. Because he said in his word that unless you become as profane as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, if you are a servant to your belly, in other words, you ain't worthy for the kingdom. How many of our brothers and sisters who are brown serve their bellies, serve their appetites? They cannot fast. They cannot sacrifice themselves or anything for the Most High in the kingdom. They know they struggle with demons and all kinds of nonsense and want to keep giving up these little sympathy sippity prayers. Give me strength, help me, give me this and give me that. Arise and put on thy strength. And if you understand you're struggling with something, some demons don't come out unless of prayer and fasting. If a person really serious about stuff, you're going to see them prayer and fasting. You're going to see them sacrificing things, seeking out the word, crying out. Not just scanning through the scriptures. Not just going to Shabbats, dressing up like they're doing it, or not just trying to go with the motion so people can shut up, or just doing things that look like they're righteous. But you're going to see their heart. You're going to see their heart. Wow. Look at that person over there. They really are trying. Even when there's disagreements, they're willing to come back and say, you know, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Or this and the third. Can we please reason? Can we this and the third? And it's always that one nasty one that wants to just give their butt the kiss. This is not going to anyone if you have come out and you made the effort, and this goes to those who do not try to show forth that hand, who don't want to swallow your pride and try to reason and try to just for the sake of the kingdom, who think they're above having to forgive someone, but yet want to receive forgiveness. And now, therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise, flee from thou to Laban, my brother, to Haran. So she's saying, get out of here. He ain't going to kill my baby. And tarry with him a few days until thy brother's fury turn away. Until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that which thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be deprived also of you both in one day? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob take a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these which are the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me? So I want to end it right here on that, within that joint, simply saying to you all, they always titled Jacob as a trickster. He took some of his sheep, of Laban's sheep, and identified them with his, and he wasn't a trickster. I don't want that.
You do.
No, I don't. I'm okay. Thank you. I love you.
It's so ugly and stupid.
Zebediah, what's that type of... I appreciate what you did, but I don't want that. Now watch your mouth.
Shut up.
We're not going to have that spirit. You need to repent. You need to repent. You need to get your mouth right and get your spirit right. We're not having that spirit up in here.
Oh, that's crazy.
Repent.
You just said that.
You need to get right for the Most High. He's not pleased with that. That's an unclean spirit. You think he's always pleased with that? Huh? Don't talk to me until you apologize and you repent. I'm not talking to you. Mommy. That's not righteous, Zebediah. I'm disappointed in you. So, just like Esau was a cunning hunter in the field, Jacob was a cunning man with his wisdom. He thought. That's all he really was. He wasn't a trickster. So that's a little lie. We're going to expose Esau on that one with. Because the rulers of Edom, have been the ones submitting out the books and the little kid coloring books and the children Bibles and the children movies. And y'all have produced this lie that Jacob was a trickster. But yet, even when he was told to go beguile his father, his heart didn't feel right doing that. But yet, when Esau realized he did not have the blessing or the birthright, he sought to kill. So who has a nasty heart in this situation, family? That's right. Shalom, Sister Lakeisha. Exactly. Hence, today we stand before the fall of Edom, and they want to lie with the records of who's really dying here. Talking about Latinos. Stop playing. They're not Latin people. Who really are they? I don't appreciate that lie either. That's another division they're trying to do. Latinos. I want to know what they identify as Latinos. I really want to know. No, I'm not Latino. My daughter is Latino. Taino Indian, a.k.a. an Ephraimite. I don't care what nobody say. And her ancestors over there in Puerto Rico are darker than me. They are of Negro descent. So when they put that chart up talking about Latinos over in California are more than Asians, I beg to differ. After all, Latinos don't own businesses like that. Asians own businesses. But their business have been so hindered to the point where people are acting like they're being racist. And we're supposed to believe that the Latinos are beating the Asians? Stop lying, Esau. Can you? Is it possible? But the wicked are estranged from the womb. They come out lying, speaking lies. Those out here who still want to pursue that divide against our Taino Native American brothers and sisters, get your nose out the air and stop being simple. Seriously. Esau showed you how they are not them when Puerto Rico was under the flood and Trump was making jokes about it. He showed you his distaste for Mexicans. Who filling up the jail system? It ain't just Negroids. Who's in the ghettos with us? It ain't just Negroids. As long as you let this stupid white devil keep us divided, while him and his brothers, his Russian, his Britain, his European, his English, Dutch, his allies, and them, they're all coming together with the Chinese and all them, go ahead and keep being simple. Go ahead and keep being simple. Because he said that he shall put the two branches together. Only those who are going to acknowledge their brothers and sisters like that, they're going to be able to see this type of thing. The other ones, you're going to have to be made a believer. Because you still want to be able to be simple. Show me what Africans over there, somebody's claiming to be Ephraim. Show me them being fruitful bows. Show me. When he said that we shall be in captivity together. I'm over that little subtle racist stuff. That type of spirit is that same jealousy that the four brothers had against Joseph when he was favored. Like Esau, who was jealous of Jacob. That jealous spirit, the Father will not tolerate. You better check yourself and pray to the Father that he remove that jealous spirit out of your heart, that ugly spirit out of your heart. You don't have the right to define and say, oh, they're not us because their hair is not negative. Or they don't look like you ain't got the right to. The Father is the one who called his children his children. Mommy. Period. Mom. Yes. Are you apologizing for what you just said to mommy? Oh, sorry. I forgive you. We're not to act like that. Cling to your mother and her ways. I'm so sorry. I forgive you. It's disgusting. It is sad. Just look at the prophecies, family, that Jacob spoke to his 12 sons. Pay close attention. It's like this. If you want to reject the chart, that's fine. Reject the chart. Then ask the Father to show you who his children are. He'll show you. Because just like me, I guarantee you, there's a lot of people out here that talk behind my back and say, oh, this one girl out here, can you believe? She said she Benjamin. But that's not true because he going to tell us after all, talk all you want to. You wouldn't say it to my face because I will punch you in your face. And I'm just keeping it all the way of being with you. Because I'm going to defend mine. I'm not Benjamin for no reason. I'm going to keep it real with you. Yep. Talking to my face. No, I won't punch you in the face. I don't really got to. Abba told me, fret not myself for evildoers. Those that are evildoers and evil speakers. Don't be mad at me because I asked my Father what I am and he told me. Don't be mad at me. How about you go mind your business and go ask the Father to reveal to you what your tribe is? It's really not quite hard. Those that want to say, well, he'll tell us when we get up there, then you choose to wait then. I didn't choose to wait. I chose to ask my Father through prayer and fasting, and I had the faith that he said, whatsoever you ask me for in my name, I will do it. I chose to believe his word. And I chose to challenge him and say, well, okay, Father, what's my plan? What's my tribe then? And he told me Benjamin. He told me quickly. I had to wait. Then he told me where to find confirmation at. He said, read the rest of Esther and the Apocrypha. You'll find it there. And when I did so, I was stunned. Because Mordecai, it said Mordecai was of the tribe of Benjamin. Boom. Confirmation. I tossed the book. I couldn't believe it. But I had to. Because my father's not a liar. And I know my father's voice. Exactly. So be it. Like, then I had the one silly character on my channel talking about, you wake up in the morning angry. No, I don't wake up in the morning angry. Did you not hear what he said about Benjamin? Raven as a wolf in the morning for the prey. My Father wakes me up in the rising with a rebuke. I don't go out my way and say, who can I rebuke today? Nobody does that. I'm not getting out of my bed, out of my comfort of my sleep to come rebuke you. You're really not that important to me. But my Father told me, before they think that they can start, I want you to bring it to them because they already watching you. So go ahead and handle this rebuke early. Just doing what my Father told me to do. Even if I have to bring a rebuke, that don't mean I hate you. That don't mean I don't love you. I'm just doing what thus saith the Most High. That's love. Love is the rebuke. Remember? But I got much respect. And I'm going to say this now. I got much respect for my aunt, Prince David. Because when I went on his channel, I said to him, bruh, I apologize. I may not have given you enough time. You said you was going to speak to that witch. But Abba told me to go ahead and give you the rebuke. However, within myself, I know maybe you would have, but when you should have, you didn't. And the Father saw that, and the Father wanted you to know that he didn't want you to play around with that time. He didn't want you to drag the feet. After all, I was overlooked. I was considered as a joke. I was laughed at. So Father made me do something where as though you would see he was not playing. You ain't comfortable there. Them bonds with her, you know what time it is. Keep it real. You know what time it is. Any female or any person speaking of our Father's spirit as a Chakma, or identify our Father's spirit as a she, they then try to hide behind it, try to say Ruach Chakma. Stop playing. Stop playing. I was going to put that one down. She's not going to come to repentance. She's not going to get her heart sweet. She's not. She going to talk like she is, but I will let it be known she's not. There should be one in the field and the other one left and the other one take. One's going to repent and the other one's not. One on the cross, one beside the Mashiach was right, the other one wasn't. Get yours while you can. I'm not telling you to throw nobody under the bus, but get yours while you can. Get your heart right while you can. The heck with what everybody else talking about. The heck with anybody who's watching. The heck with anybody what they got to say about it. Who cares? Get yours while you can. Get right with the Father while you can. Come forward. I'm going to put it to you like this here. That silly character. He was the one that was reporting my videos on the Shabbat too. Had a nerve to put up in his video saying, you shouldn't have been praising and worshiping on Shabbat. You should have been resting. Excuse me, you stupid. You sound like a clown from GMS. You were the one shut my praise up. I guarantee you, family, sometime the Most High will elevate you real high and drag you through the mud, trying to disturb my worship for my Father that he has given me on the Sabbath day. That's a straight demon, because demons can't stand worship. They cannot stand praise and worship. They will not worship and praise him, because that's only for those who want to be intimate with the Father. And strangers cannot get intimate with him. That's people that believe in FUs, that have sex. They just want to screw you and keep it moving. Like these brothers out here, they lay with a woman and have a child to her and keep it moving. But a man is a man who will lay with a woman, love her, and pour into her, nurture her, and take care of his seed. That's a man. And that type of act is in many different forms. You could be a fornicator in many different forms. You could pour into some, and when they come to glean from it, and they begin to think something of it elsewise, then you put up a shield like, no, I ain't seeing you like that. Oh, be careful of that spirit too. Don't pour out and lead somebody on or make somebody think something, and you ain't trying to go down that road with them. Don't play to be a covering, and then when that woman who is vulnerable wants to be covered, looking for you to cover her, and you want to shun her and be like, no, I ain't like that. No, I ain't like that. No, I ain't like that. Father don't like that. That's abuse. Start off examining yourself and see how you present and say, Father, what could it be about myself that's making this kind of spirit come after me? Could I be leading these women on? Could I be leading these brothers on? I know why these devil ones is coming on my channel. Because ain't majority of these other ones ain't really hit for nothing. I'm just going to keep it real. They ain't got no anointing. Most High not really speaking through them. They base off of some Hebrew knowledge or talking about something that's just too far off or clapping at somebody, or it's a bunch of mess. They're not really seeking the Father for a word. I'm looking to be edified, and because I couldn't really find it, I chose to edify myself. And because I asked the Father to pour into me, he has poured enough so I'm able to pour into others. This channel is not for a lot of people. Everyone's not going to be able to receive the fruit of what the Father is pouring into me. Everyone's not going to be able to get this. And if the day it gets big, I'm out of here. You better believe I'm done. And I'm grateful to the Father, because we're towards the end of the time, it ain't going to get big. It ain't going that route. Because I need to keep my eyes on the low mount, so I can keep my eyes on everybody. Because I was already prophetically spoken to that it ain't about the crowds. It ain't about the numbers. Only a few is going to get it. Only a few more need to be sealed. That's it. Only a few more. So if you are struggling within yourself to come here, then you need to ask the Father, what's the struggle about? If you're being fed here, all praises. If you have a problem here, keep it moving. You will not disturb this flow. You will not disturb the Father's work, because he told me a while ago, no man shall stop, block, or hinder that which I design. No man's going to stop it. And the jealous little simpleton, silly women who busy looking at this, who ain't listening to this, you're going to get shaken off too. You left behind. Stay way back there. Because I'm not working with that dumb spirit. I'm not tolerating it. I don't need you to like me. I don't need you to be my friend. All I need you to understand is hear what I'm saying. Close your eyes if you don't want to look at me. If it's meant for you to even do that. I listen to others and I get edified from others. I take what is given for me, what I bear witness within my spirit, and I don't take what doesn't belong to me. When I say something to a person and I know that they're going to put up another video with some nonsense, some of them have not, because they probably have a better fear of the Most High than they portray within the crowd or the camera. But when I know that they, like that one funny fella who came up with a clap back and everything was just verifying who he really is, I didn't have to entertain it. I wasn't a bit concerned about entertaining. But I went on his channel to leave some comments to let him know all you needed to do was come correct and repent. That's really all it boils down to. Come correct and repent. Everything else you say is what you should not be saying, and what you should be saying, you're not saying. And everybody can see that. Whatever kind of spirit you got, you can't hide it. I let y'all know I'm a brawler. I've been that way in the world. And now that I've come on this side of the kingdom, I fight for my Father. I wage war for my Father, and he fights for me. We're one. Period. So, not to get all off the tangent here, but Abba actually wanted me yesterday to proclaim his name as Ahaya. Not to come on here and say, let us communicate, because I was fearful of those who may have a problem with it. Or that's what my little commune was with him this rising. Proclaim his name. There's only one reference in the scriptures that says where his name shall be his name forever. And that is in Exodus chapter 3:16. And it's stated there as his name is I am that I am. And that's what I'm going to be calling him by. If you state another name, I still love you. I'll respect you. Don't think you're going to intimidate me or anything like that. I will no longer be moving. I said this before, and I went back. And when I went back, I got that on my face. Fell right on my face. And I would say, did I not show you in a dream? I told you what my name was. I don't need you asking man to come up on here and say to me, oh, share with me your testimony, or tell me this or tell me that. No. Ahaya, Asher Ahaya, Yeshaya. Period. If you choose to be offended because I speak that name, bye. And if you want to be edified and you still use a different name, so y'all be Ahaya be the glory. Because at the end of the day, I have been sent to give a specific set of messages to a selective few, and they know who they are. I'm not sent for everybody. I will not be received by the crowds. I am not fit for the crowds. I'm uncomfortable for myself sometimes. That's why I try to curve it and dance it and fit it for people. And then guess what? I get in trouble for doing so. Hence, I'm here before you today. And it should have been an investigation of the name. It should have been a proclaiming of the name. I don't mean to scare y'all, but Abba's just on that type time with me. He will show me the faces of those who are watching me, who have an issue, who's talking about me, and who dislikes all that. He will show your face to me. He will. So I'm just letting you know. If you intend to continue to come here with foolishness, you're going to be sat down. If you attempt to take his name from me, you're going to be put to sleep. Respect me, I'll respect you. Love your brother as you love yourself. That's all. If you are somewhere in your walk confident with what you are in, you don't want nobody doing that to you, don't do that to nobody else. It's quite simple. So I'm going to end this video because I pray you all were edified in the understanding of Esau's heart, his demeanor, even how he spoke to his father Isaac, how he planted hatred and murder in his heart. And so I say this message to say, for you jealous ones who have been watching me with a murderous, you see, jealousy is the root of murder. Why do you think Cain thought to kill Abel? He wasn't seeking righteousness. He didn't say to his brother, well, you know what, brother, can you just share with me how, like, what you did so I can learn? That's a humble and a broken and a contrite heart. If you're admiring how the Father uses me and you want to know my story or how I got where I'm at or whatever have you may, simply ask the question. Don't come on my channel trying to watch and study me and scope and pick me out and then run back and talk some trash, because Father's going to deal with you. Just like he would deal with me if I did not handle his children or his daughters, brothers, or my brothers and sisters in a such manner. No, I'm not going back on how I executed the judgment that he told me to judge. I just felt that maybe I could have given you a little longer window to get yourself, to actually hang yourself, because he already exposed to me other mannerisms in your heart towards me. So when I came slinging that sword, it was simply because when I was gentle and meek with you, and I was asking you, see this, see this, see this, Father saw you choose to ignore it. He, after all, can see you all the way where you're at. I can't see you. I can just see evidence of what he shows me. And then I take him like, okay, this is what it is. Like, really? And then he tells me, go about it this way. Okay? That's where I'm going to be clear on. It's not a, oh my gosh, she's a very harsh. Guess what? If you try to examine what Abba has me do in secret, it ain't going to make sense to you, because it's between me and the Father. It ain't between me, the Father, and the body. No one had to be there with David when David was told to go kill as many, and he had the lines, and he did what he had to do. David did what he had to do. Nobody questioned the way David killed, how he killed. Nobody questioned how Judah cut off the head. So don't question how I do what I do for my Father. Don't try to stop what I'm doing for my Father. You won't stop me. You can't stop me. My Father won't let you, because I'm doing his work. I'm about my Father's business. I even let my Lord, my husband, my Ishi know, sweetheart, Abba has made me thus. I can't even begin to think like a person who is a weak mind. I can't even understand that. He has made me so this way. People who will have, it always started off with people who had no faith. I distaste people who have no faith. I don't understand you. What you mean? What do you mean? You don't believe? Then it got to when I found out who we are, of people of, because I've always carried myself in a way of, it's going to be worked out. I was going to take care of it. It's going to be strong. Even though I cried, even though I was sad, I was hurt because my Father within me was offended. How could someone do something like that? There's a time to laugh and there's a time to cry. There's a time to love and there's a time to hate. And if you always want to be that person that's continually soft-toned and loved and you're not balanced. The Father does hate. The Father will kill, and the Father will make alive. And the Father is gentle and loving and calm. Thus he has given me the song, the love song. Da, 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 da. When I'm singing that love song, I'm not singing it in the tone of slanging the sword. And when I'm slaying the sword, I'm not slanging the sword in the manner of love, love. No. I'm simply saying, this is my final call to you all that keep watching my channel with that dumb stuff, that keep coming here with a scope and a magnifying glass, trying to figure me out. I have been very unfigureoutable for a lot of time for all my friends. You know what they used to say to me? Oh, she's crazy. Because what people don't understand, they fear. Majority of the time, you don't see it coming. Because I'll laugh at you. You're right. The next thing you know, I'm like, you thought you was slick. I saw what you did. Dang, where'd that come from? Yeah, where'd that come from? It came from the Father. Boom. Like that. Like the wind. You don't know whether it came, but you feel it though. So all I'm saying to you all is, don't let people within your gift for the Fathers and what he has given you, do not let nobody get in your ear and try to be the clay, be the potter to your clay. Or what father? The father is the potter. He's made you fuss. If he's made you an awesome servant, be an awesome servant. If he's made you a great interpreter of something or what or a discerner, be a great interpreter and discerner. But if you don't want nobody putting their mouth on your service, don't put your mouth on nobody else's service. That's Father tells you to. Because you're going to have a problem with the Father. You don't have a problem with me. Because you don't know me. And I don't know you. All I know is what the Father reveals to me concerning you. And when the Father sends me, what he sends me concerning you, you can sit here and be phony all you want to. You can put up a facade all you want to, but you're not fooling him. Sent the rebuke to that sister about the chakma spirit. I got attacked, accused of being a blasphemer of the Ruach and all kinds of foolishness when it was his holy precious spirit that showed me what it was all about. Now, you can all Google for yourselves. Went on the channel and seen she's still talking about chakma 7 days ago. It was like a week ago. But now I'm seeing stuff like his spirit, Father. Oh, so you had no problem acknowledging what I said, but you doing it in a manner so when other people come seek you out, that what I say is looking like as if I'm crazy and you wasn't like that after all. You know what that's called? That's called this manipulation, sneaky, and deceiver. It makes sense why your heart was led off to that kind of stuff, because you did not properly present fruits worthy of repentance. You should have came forth and said, you know what? Such and such was right. This was wrong. This is not of the Father. I repent. I will no longer do this. Well, because you feel like you were already jealous of me for whatever simple, stupid reason. How can you be jealous of somebody who's doing the work of the Father? Who does that? Who sits back and watches somebody in their ministry for the Father? You don't know the cost of my oil in my alabaster box. You're not with me in my behind the scenes, in my fasting, in my prayers, in my sacrifices, in my crying out. You ain't with me. So don't be sitting back here envious of what he's given me when you ain't willing to do what I did. You probably would not have to. You probably could. But I know when you saying that you did in your sacrifices, that you're promoting it and you're not to do that. So you have presented nothing but fruit that you ain't built for this kingdom. He's not dealing with those who's not equipped for the sword, those who want to play around and act the fool. It's quite simple. You got to sacrifice something. You got to be real. And you got to take rebukes and be willing to give rebukes. I have taken rebukes before. You know where my rebukes come from? They normally come in secret, because you know why? Abba knows it ain't got to get to the open. You know why? Because I'm the kind of servant that if I see something wrong within myself, I'm going to get it correct. I don't care what it is. So if you've been told not to come out and say something to me, probably chances was because I would let it be known, not this one. She ain't that one. Pray for her and keep your mouth shut. But to these other ones out here, these little stiff-necked, rebellious ones, them the ones you see slain before the streets because they think they slick and they can hide their wickedness. And them the kind of ones the Father, for some reason, sends me after. He sends the meek after the pride. He exalts the meek and the humble, and he sits down the proud. Point blank in the period. So big ups to Prince David for always being willing and receiving of when someone wants to reason with him. I pray that you will continue in your journey, that your heart will continue to be mended and healed for whatever wounds that you may have and anything that may have happened to you. And if there's anything I have done to you, I verbally say, I did not intend to hurt you. I only came harshly because I love hard, and because I love hard, when I come with wrath, it's going to come off strong. But I want you to know, brother, that I have not stopped praying for you, and I will not stop praying for you, and I have not given up on you. But you need to shake them bonds of those other ones. Shake those ties with those who refuse to be humble, with not their mouth, but with their heart. And ask the Father to show you those who will not humble themselves before Him. I rest my case on it. I love you all very much. To my genuine, righteous, real brothers and sisters out here, continue the work. Continue to, allow Abba to get the glory. Allow Abba to mold you. Take those moments when he smudges you down and it hurts, and he remolds you, and then he flattens you again, and he molds you again, and he flattens you again. Say, Father, I'm going to go through this, Father. Okay, all right, it's uncomfortable. Have your way. Because after all, it's better to be in his hands than to be cast away by his hands. You don't want to be cast away. You want him to mold you no matter what it takes, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Because after you receive his spirit, then he's going to baptize you with that fire. So that when the fire comes on this earth, you are able to walk through the fire. You will not be consumed. Shalom, everyone, and have a wonderful afternoon. I love you all dearly.